Live on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, welcome back to the 2017 Grad Fair celebration behind us. And I'm joined now by track and field head coach Dave Coppock. Dave, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for being here. Got a little bit of a breather here in between indoor and outdoor, about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, right?
Almost 5 weeks,
wow.
Which is I'm loving every minute of it.
Right, yeah, a little bit of a break. So, boy, what success your teams have had this year, and I've talked to both Sam and Josie about this, that when you really stop and think about track and field, it's very much an individualized sport, and yet you have this team that rallies behind you, and it is critical in the training aspect and the competition aspect, from being there to support and cheer on. What's that like for you as a coach to coach individually, but then also have to coach entire teams?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You got it. It's an individual. It's technically an individual sport, but there's a team aspect, and you need that team to help the individuals. And in the workouts and everything else. So. The challenge is, as a coach, is to be able to, get these workouts done and everything, and get everybody through them, but still figure out what you're going to do individually for people. And we can do that. Well, I could just say for the distances, we may adjust some of the workouts so certain individuals can do what they need to do, to get in shape. But there's a lot of days where you want them all together, and maybe like with, say, with the cross-country team, they go on a run together, and that really helps bond the team. And that's really, cross-country especially, that's really there's a big team aspect there, too.
So, Coach, you've been at MSU Billings coaching for 28 years. I'm not going to say how old I am, but you've been here a long time.
I have been here a long time, and it doesn't, when you go kind of year to year, it doesn't seem like that long. But then I look back, and 1989 was when we started the cross country program, and man, when I look back there and I go, yeah, that was a long time ago. And now I'm starting to see kids the children of athletes I had back in the early days are now, I'm able to recruit them.
It's a circle of life, right? Absolutely. So in those 28 years, one of the things that I've always found just exciting about you as a person is that you're able to do something that you really love doing yourself. And I think when you look at some sports, not necessarily at MSU Billings, but just in general, coaches tend to not participate as much because there's a different aspect to coaching. But for you, it's personal in the fact that you love to get out there and run, and you love to get out there and be with your team and be part of that experience. Talk about what that's meant for you over the past 28 years at MSU Billings, to be able to take a passion that you have personally and put it into practice as a coach.
Well, that's kind of what you would define as your dream job. If you can take your passion and get paid for it. And there were times early on I said, geez, I'd do this for free, but I didn't want to tell them because they'd take me up on it. But and that's really how it started. I was just asked to come up and help out, and I was a runner here in town. I'd run for University of Montana, and I was going to just help out actually one of the basketball coaches that was tasked with starting the cross-country program back then. And he didn't know anything about cross-country, so he got a hold of me, and I said, well, I'll come up and run with him. As I was training a lot right then for marathons, and I was having a blast. I was going to their races. I was racing with them, and then after I took over the team, I continued to race until I was probably in my 40s. And it surprised some of the freshmen. I remember one of the first races we were over in I think Black Hills State, and they didn't know I was going to race with them. And I was warming up with them, which was usual. I trained and everything with them. But then when we lined up on the starting line, I was clear down at the other end, and about mid-race I came up on these guys and these freshmen and said, "Okay, guys, 3 miles in, we're gonna go. We're gonna take off. That's when the race starts. And they looked at me like, "What are you doing? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Oh my gosh, that's great, Coach. I think one of the exciting things too, and the mark of a great coach is being able to have successful coaching staff a coaching team. Talk a little bit about your coaching team and how valuable they are for you.
Well, yeah, we've got John Wohl's our assistant coach, and I mean he's basically a head coach. He is put together a great program for our sprinters, jumpers, the hurdlers, and just really all around, with our strength and conditioning too. He's helped us get organized in that respect. Then Annika Nispel was, she started out as a grad assistant for us, but she's been helping us with the throws. Yeah. And, in all those areas we did pretty well at conference. We got some points in all those spots with some pretty young people. And then we have a couple volunteers, Matt Winter and Mark Bolt, that are helping us with the distances. So, yeah, you really need a lot of folks out there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and just kudos to you and your coaching team. I just think that that you and your coaching staff just have an awesome rapport. And every time I talk to your athletes, they speak so highly of you and that coaching staff, and I think that's a testament to the program that you've put into place here.
And I gotta say, I'd say it comes right down from the top.
Yeah.
Right maybe from the chancellor on down, because I think our whole department is like that. I mean, we get along really well with all the coaches, and from Chris on down through all the coaching staff. I mean, they're really supportive. All the individual sports are supportive of each other, and it's a really fun environment over there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, Evan is giving us the high sign here, but real quickly, what is on tap for outdoor, and when should people be tuning in or coming out and watching?
Yeah, our first meet is over in Bozeman, March 25th, and that'll be one people can get over and see. I know a lot of parents will be there. There's a lot of kids from over in that western Montana area. Our home meet will be April 13th. It's on a Thursday afternoon, so we hope some people come out for that. Then we've got a couple other meets in there. There's one at Carroll College. We may add in a Colorado meet. We're working on maybe adding that to the schedule at some point. And then the GNAC Championships is mid-May, so that's what we're pointing towards.
That's great. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. And on a personal note, I know you had a little hiccup with your health not too long ago, but it's so good to see you back out there running.
I'm good to go.
And 100%. And can you keep up with the track and field team during the outdoor season? We hope you will. We hope you can. We hope to see you out there supporting our MSUB athletes. Head Coach Dave Coppock of track and field and cross country, thanks for being here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeff.
We're going to take a quick break. Upon our return, Aaron Like will be in the pilot's seat and a preview of softball. Stay tuned on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.